In 2018, Memphis voters decided to keep instant runoff voting or ranked choice voting in the city charter, but the voting system in which voters rank candidates by their preference has yet to be implemented in the Bluff City.
The Tennessee Elections Coordinator has ruled IRV cannot be used in the state, and a case involving the system remains up in the air. To get the very latest in this ongoing controversy, we are live this morning with Carlos Ochoa, the community organizer for Ranked Choice Tennessee, and Steve Mulroy, Bredesen Professor of Law at the University of Memphis. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you being with us. Professor Mulroy, let's begin with you. Voters obviously have approved it in the city of Memphis, but it appears the City Council and the state of Tennessee are not supporting this. Kind of clear up what's the issue here for us?
Well, it's a number of things. The state election coordinator has never really liked ranked choice voting, and so has ruled that it is illegal under Tennessee law. But we have opinions from 3 different law firms saying that that's not really correct. There's nothing about Tennessee law that would prevent the use of ranked choice voting in Memphis. And so we've taken the state to court to challenge that. And we hope that by sometime next year, we'll get a definitive ruling from a court as to whether it's legal. And if we prevail, then we'll be able to use instant runoff voting in the 2023 elections. In the meantime, the city council, rather than assisting us in this effort, or at least staying neutral, has actually been using our tax dollars to send lawyers into court on the side of the state, trying to get the courts to block the use of instant runoff voting, which, as you pointed out, Memphis voters have voted for in a referendum on 3 separate occasions.
Carlos, I want to walk us back for just a moment for viewers who may be watching this and may not be as familiar with the history of this type of voting. In very plain and simple terms, tell us what happens when I go to the polls and let's say this was in front of me. How will it work?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to answer that question. First, we need to understand that our current election systems is a delayed runoff system, which actually increases voter suppression and oppression across our city, which is one of the reasons why we have voted on this issue affirmatively for at so many times. This instant runoff voting election system, the way that it works is if you're a voter, you go to the ballot box on election day, you list your choices in order of preference, and that's all you do as a voter. You go, you say, so-and-so is my top choice, you list your second choice, and then your third choice. And then if no candidate receives a majority of first place votes, then the candidate that received the fewest supports for first place is eliminated from the race, and if you voted for that person as your number 1 choice, your number 2 choice becomes your number 1, and the whole thing is recalculated until there's a clear majority winner. So
Carlos, where do you think momentum is right through here and now in this debate?
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean exactly?
Where do you think we stand with it? I mean, because we have city elections coming up in just a couple of years from right now. Where do you think the momentum is? Has it swayed any? Have any minds been changed?
Well, you know, I'm not so sure. It's I think that the momentum has already been there. We've already voted on this issue for 3 different times over the course of what, like 12, 13 years or something like this. Right. So people are really tired of the current electoral system. We don't like the delayed runoff. We don't like having to find childcare 2 times. We don't like having to take off work 2 times. We don't like having to know exactly when and where the next runoff election is going to be. We want to do one and done, get it over with, and it'll actually increase representation for all Memphians. You know, and democracy is not something we inherit. It's not something we inhabit. It's something that we actively build together. And Memphians have been building a better democracy for the last 13 years. But unfortunately, the city council has been really reticent to listen to its voters. And we don't really understand exactly why the city council is using taxpayer resources to fight these issues.
So, Steve, let's say this all plays out in court and voters in the next election have an opportunity to utilize ranked choice voting. We just saw the city of New York use this in its mayoral race. While overall many said it went well, there were some criticisms. I want to read something to you. And this is mainly about what happens if you don't reach that majority, right? So while the voter doesn't have to do anything, as Carlos explained, it's by elimination after that. There's a real danger that voters will come to believe a set of facts about the race that will be disproven when all votes are in. The risk is that this could take a system that's already new and confusing and increase people's sense of mistrust. We know there's already mistrust in general. So if this happens, how do you prevent this sort of chaos?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, we have had over 300 ranked choice voting elections over the last 20 years in about 24 different jurisdictions. And that particular problem that person, whoever that was talking about, has never really happened in any of those elections. And it didn't happen in New York City last month, where you had a successful ranked choice voting election with record turnout and record diversity and in representation of women and minorities on the city council. But second of all, that argument about voter confusion was debated at length in 2008 and then again in 2018, when the voters in Memphis rejected that argument and said, no, we want to try it. And they said that by referendum overwhelmingly. So I don't really think we should be debating whether it's a good idea. We should be debating why our city leaders are ignoring the referendum will of the voters and using our tax dollars to fight it in court.
All right, gentlemen, unfortunately, we are out of time. Carlos Ochoa, Steve Mulroy, thank you very much. We appreciate you being with us this morning.